Hello and welcome to IT News with me, Mamer Ebram. Here are the news headlines today, 14th June 2025. UN calls for restraint between Iran and Israel as ANDF returns home from DRC mission. Rwanda suspends use of relief tablets. And ICFJ calls for press freedom in the US. The news in details. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres has called for de-escalation of tensions between Iran and Israel. Israel launched airstrikes on Iran Friday, killing Iranian army commanders. Iran retaliated late Friday with ballistic missiles targeting Tel Aviv, the capital of Israel. Israeli media reports 70 casualties so far, with reports by Israeli Defense Forces stating that civilians have run to hiding. IDF ordered civilians to evacuate shelters. Guterres says peace and diplomacy must prevail. The International Committee of Red Cross (ICRC) has also called for the two countries to respect international humanitarian law. 249 members of the South African National Defense Forces have returned home after concluding South African development mission in the Democratic Republic of Congo. The first batch of South African National Defense Forces was received by the South African Minister of Defense, Angie Motshega, at the Army Air Force Base at Waterkloof. Eastern DRC has been witnessing resurgence of violence between armed groups M23 and the Congolese army, leading to a regional intervention. Rwandan Food and Drugs Authority (FDA) has suspended importation, distribution, and use of all the relief tablets. The authority says it detected unauthorized medicines, especially the one called Relief, in the market during surveillance. The authority urges importers, distributors, and retail pharmacies to stop distribution of these drugs. It also advises the public not to buy or use relief tablets. The International Center for Journalists, ICFJ, has called for protection of media freedom in the United States of America. In mid-March 2025, U.S. President Donald Trump ordered gutting of international broadcaster Voice of America, VOA. VOA, Radio Free Asia, and Radio Free Europe have been off-air, only playing music while their listeners are stranded. Catherine Jacobson, ICFJ's U.S., Canada, and Caribbean Program Coordinator, said this week that journalists were injured during a protest in Los Angeles, in USA. Jacobson says freedom of journalists to cover protests in the U.S. without fear or injury is essential. She says freedom of the press is an important pillar of American democracy and must be respected. Thank you for joining us on this broadcast. For more information, visit our website at www.informantchronicles.com and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Informant Television, or at Informant Chronicles.